Sketching of cosine function using k and p. Y equals cos k times x plus p. Until now, we have drawn cosine functions using a table of values and then plotting the graph point by point. Let us now sketch a graph of the function of the form y equals a cos times x plus p using the characteristics of the function y equals cos 3 times x minus 60 degrees. For negative 60 degrees less than or equal to x less than or equal to 180 degrees, here a equals 1, k equals 3, and p equals negative 60 degrees. We can see that the two parameters k and p have been varied in this function. From this, we can see that a is 1, which means that the graph is regular in shape. It is neither stretched nor compressed vertically. Its amplitude is the same as that of the basic cosine graph y equals cos x. Here, p equals negative 60 degrees. Since p less than 0, the graph is shifted horizontally to the right, and since k is equal to 3, the period of the graph is 1/3 of the period of the graph of the function y equals cos x. Observe the critical points on the graph of y equals cos x, which are either the x-intercepts or the maximum turning point, or the minimum turning point. When the graph shifts to the right, all points in the graph also shift to the right. Hence, these critical points will also shift to the right. That is, in the positive direction by 60 degrees. Now let us consider the parameter k. Since k changes the period of the function, the graph of y equals cos x minus 60 degrees will be compressed horizontal by a factor of k to give the graph of y equals cos k times x minus 60 degrees. The graph of the function y equals cos 3 times x minus 60 degrees will complete one full cycle between 60 degrees and 60 degrees plus 120 degrees equals 180 degrees. If the graph gets compressed by a factor of k, all the critical points will also be compressed by the same factor. So, the interval spacing between the critical points will now reduce by a factor of k. Interval spacing when k is equal to 3. 120 degrees over 4 equals 30 degrees. The table of critical points can now be completed for y equals cos 3 times x minus 60 degrees. We now have the critical points that we need to sketch the graph. We first mark the x values of the critical points on the graph. Then we mark the critical points on the graph. Now, we can draw a smooth curve through all these points to get the sketch graph of the function y equals cos 3 times x minus 60 degrees. The graph can be extended to the left for another period. We can also mention the domain and range in the sketch. The y-intercept is 0, negative 1. The x-intercepts are: the maximum turning points are negative 60 degrees, 1, 60 degrees, 1, and 180 degrees, 1, and the minimum turning points are 0, negative 1, and 120 degrees, negative 1. The period of the given cosine function is 120 degrees.
Need more help? Subscribe to our channel. Can't wait that long? Ask Mesky to help you and let the math finally start mathing.